Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is actually the second time I'm filming this video because if you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen, I'm not going to talk about it for too long, but I did film this yesterday. I went to start editing it, everything was fine, and then about half an hour into me editing, the first two clips corrupted somehow, so I lost the first hour of footage. And after quite a few tears and many hours of last night and this morning trying to recover the clips, it's not been possible, so I am refilming the first part of this video. However, that does mean that I probably won't ramble as much because I've already done this already, so I can kind of like, you know, probably hopefully cut it down a bit more and be a bit more concise. My wig was from Amazon and I'm wearing a flower crown because the front of it is very questionable. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to refilm the portions up until the footage that I have yesterday. Anyway, let's just get into me reviewing the Corpse Bride and Revolution stuff. So I got the mirror, which was £10. I absolutely love this and I really wish that they'd done one for the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. This was £10 and I think it's actually a really nice size. I thought it was going to be huge, but it's actually like the perfect little handheld size and it's not too heavy. I got one of the smaller palettes, which is called the Newlyweds eyeshadow palette. This was £10. It's in that sort of like tin packaging, but I actually really like the packaging of this. It's obviously got like a still from the movie and I just think it looks really cool. And on the inside, obviously I can't show you it all nice and new how it was yesterday, but this is what it looks like. So it's all like blues. You get 3 shimmers and the rest are mattes. I then got the upstairs downstairs eyeshadow palette, which is the big one. This was £20, which is quite pricey for a Revolution eyeshadow palette. You get 24 shades in here, so obviously you do get a bit more than normal, but that is definitely on the higher end of Revolution prices. Absolutely gorgeous design, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So you get a really nice range of colours in here, and I think the colour story of both of these palettes is actually really great, and I think it fits the film really nicely. So you get lots of like blues and purples, there's a couple pinks, there is a bright orange, a burgundy, and then there's like a couple neutrals. You've got a gold, there's this sort of like bronzy pinkish colour, and then I guess maybe like this one could pass as a neutral. And it does have some quotes from the movie in it, and it just closes like this. It's very slim. It doesn't have a mirror in this one, which is a little bit inconvenient. However, I think if they had put a mirror in it, it probably would have made the palette quite chunky. And then finally I got 2 of the lipsticks. I got Victoria and Victor. The Emily one was sort of like a baby pink colour. Didn't really look like my sort of thing, so I got these 2 instead. And these were £5 each, which I think is pretty standard for Revolution lip products. And again, I do like the packaging of these. And the inside of them is this like blue colour, which I really like. And they do have this skull imprinted on them. So what I'm gonna do is take Victoria first, which is this burgundy sort of colour, and I'm gonna use my mirror, and I just use this to outline my lips. I guess it's more of a dark pink. And then I used Victor, which is this gorgeous nude colour. This by itself is really nice. It's like my perfect nude colour, and I'm just gonna use this in the middle. Yesterday I did make my lip shape a little bit more pointed, but today I'm just gonna do them as normal. I actually really like the formula of these lipsticks, and I do think they are worth the £5, 100%. They feel really comfortable. They are matte, as you can see, but they feel really creamy. It feels really nice on your lips. They don't feel super drying. Let's move on to the eyes and catch you up to where I was. And I'm just priming my eyes first. After testing both the palettes, I don't think you necessarily would need both of them. There are a few shades that are similar, so there's like similar colours of blue in both of the palettes. I guess the reason for buying the bigger palette is if you want more of a variety. But as you will see in a second, the shades Enthusiasm, which is this dark matte blue, and Moonlight from this palette are very similar. And same with Emily from this palette, which is this blue right there next to my finger. And then Everglot from this palette, this one, they're also like very similar. And so most of the look was done with this one, but I do use the other one in a sec. So firstly, I'm taking the shade Enthusiasm, which is the darkest, actually no it's not, the darkest shade is this one. Oh, and I used the shade Victor, which is like a dark, very dark grey in my eyebrows yesterday. So let's take the shade Enthusiasm, this one, try and not get it on my white jumper. And I literally just stamped this above my natural crease, just in like a U shape. It's definitely very nicely pigmented. So just literally like that. Then next I'm taking the shade Emily, which is this one, which is a gorgeous like bright blue, almost like a royal blue, I guess. And I just use that on the edges. I've just got a feeling that today is not going to go as well as yesterday's look. And then I went in with the shade Not Mine, which is the lightest matte blue in the palette. And again, just like slowly buffed out the edges. And I kept dipping back into these shades like multiple times just to try and get a really good blend. I'm probably not going to spend as much time on my blending today just because I was trying to get this video up for this evening. But basically I keep just dipping back into those 3 shades. And then I'm taking a much fluffier brush and again going in with that Not Mine shade, like the lighter blue. And I just like buffed this. Oh, and I took it sort of like down towards my nose as well. Basically I just filled my hot eyelid to give the appearance of like the biggest eyes possible. There was a little bit of fallout with these shades, I think because I was just like packing them on so much. So I did get some fallout like on my nose. It's not too bad actually, most of that is just where I've sort of like brought this down my nose. And then I did take a tiny bit of Victor, this one, like a little bit just in my crease. Honestly, I did it so much better yesterday. I sat here blending for like half an hour. But the next thing that I did is actually went into the bigger palette just to see if the blues were sort of similar and just as pigmented. Which, spoiler alert, they definitely are. So I took Moonlight first. I then went in with a bit of Everglot, which is this like royal blue. And then I did use a little bit of this one as well, which is called Butterfly. And I pretty much just blended these into like a big circle. And then what I did is I went in with some of the shimmer shades. So I actually dipped into the bigger palette first and I took this shade down here, which is called Poison. It's like a navy blue, but it's got a slight purple duochrome in it. And I just put that on like the outer and inner parts of my eyelid. Like just here, can you see that? It's so pretty. So gorgeous. I would definitely do some more looks with this, but it will probably be on my TikTok or my Reels. Just because I tend to find that Halloween YouTube videos don't seem to go down as well, but on TikTok, people like live for that. And I do get it. Not everyone is interested in Halloween. Not everyone celebrates Halloween. So then I went back into the smaller palette. I'm just taking the shade called The Groom just in my inner corners. It's like a silver color. This one isn't super metallic. And this one, the turquoise, is a lot more foiled. And then on the centre of my lid, I'm taking that turquoise, which is called Love Triangle. This shade is absolutely stunning. And I think I had done one eye. And then I think that's where that corrupted. So I think I've got the rest of this footage, but I will just do the other eye. It is such a beautiful colour, that one. I think that's where I got up to. And I just want to say thank you to everyone in my DMs that was trying to help. I really appreciate everyone's kindness. Let's now roll the footage that I do have. So you can put on just a little bit and then sort of blend it out to make it a bit more subtle. Well, I mean, it's not exactly subtle. I'm actually really impressed with these. If you were going as Emily for Halloween, you would just need this palette. You definitely don't need both of them. This one has got a bit more variety, I guess, so you could do quite a few different Halloween looks with this. Maybe I should have deepened it up a little bit. I'm just going to take the shade Victor, which is the darkest one, and I'm going to put a little bit sort of like as eyeliner around my eyes, so like on my lower lash line. And then I'm also going to take a tiny bit of that shade just in my crease. And let's also run a little bit of that just on my upper lash line, because I think I am definitely going to stick some lashes on. It's more of a dark grey than a black, I'd say. And I'm also just taking this nude eyeliner, which is the Makeup by Mario one, and I'm going to put some on my waterline. Okay, actually I think I need a white. I'm then going to stick on some lashes. I actually got these in the post today and I thought these would be the perfect lashes for this kind of look. And they are by Kiss. They are the Triple Push Up XL Collection lashes in the style chemise. This is what they look like. I do wish that Revolution had gone a bit bigger with this collection and maybe had some lashes, maybe had some face products like highlighters and blushes, and maybe even like contour palettes. They could have had the Victoria lashes, which are like a lot more like subtle, but still sort of like big eyes. And then they could have had the Emily lashes, which are like crazy dramatic. I'm gonna try and stick these on and I'll be right back. Are these not the most perfect lashes for this look? They are huge. Can you imagine if I just wore these out? Like, they're absolutely massive, but they are so perfect for the character. I'm just gonna take a really cool toned contour powder. Yes, I still have this in my collection. And we're gonna go for a little bit of a more modern day Emily, and I'm gonna add a little bit of like a cool toned blush. I'm just taking this one from Tammy's That's So Cheeky palette, and I'm just gonna take some of that. And then I will do a little bit of highlighter. I need to get a tiny brush for my nose though. I think I want to draw a couple extra bottom lashes, but is that a really silly idea? I just need to clean up my nose a little bit. You know what, guys? I'm pretty bloody happy with this look, and I'm pretty bloody happy with the collection. I think it's really nice. I think especially the smaller palette, that is the perfect palette for doing this kind of look. And you could easily, like, you know, do blue face paint and then use the eyeshadows to contour and use them to do your eyes. Just a nice little close-up of the eyes. I will definitely do another look with the bigger palette, but that will probably be, like I said, on my Instagram or my TikTok. If there are any other Halloween looks that you guys want to see, please let me know. I'm now just going to answer a question of the day. If you guys have got any questions for me, as usual, leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day. Today's question comes from Timia Diakova. I hope I just said your name right. And they've said, "Hi Steph, I just want to say that I love your videos and I cannot wait for your Halloween and Christmas videos." Thank you so much. I can't wait either. Honestly, I'm now feeling so festive. Like, I'm so ready to just throw myself into Halloween. Who is your favourite and most watched YouTuber/YouTubers? I actually started making a list of this the other day because I do switch it up quite often. But at the moment, some of my favourites are Brooklyn and Bailey. I absolutely love them. I've actually followed them for years. And it is so crazy that Bailey has just got married. Like, but I love their videos and I've recently started watching them again. Also, Twee Lee. If you guys don't follow Twee, I absolutely love her weekly vlogs. And also, like, in real life, she's so nice as well. She's exactly how she is in her videos. The H3 podcast, I am addicted, especially like H3 After Dark. I just love Ethan and Heidlas. That's who I'm watching at the moment. Right, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. Would you guys try the collection? Do you think it is worth the money? I hope you guys are good and I will see you in my next video. Bye.